First, I need to let you know, my name is Orion Foxwood, and I am prone to spontaneous fits of joy and thanksgiving. And why is that? Honestly, because I woke up this morning. Because I woke up in a world that I really, really love. And I really love the air, and I really love the good food, and I really love just being in this world, which means I really want to save it. And so saving it really starts out with saving ourselves. How do we become an agent of change? Well, first, to be an agent of change, you've got to be the agent that was changed. What do we need to change about ourselves? We need to shed off this thing that we've ever been exiled from anything. It's time to get inspirited and really put power behind what we do and act like we really love this world, and not do it because we want to stop some horrific thing from happening, but because Eden hasn't happened and we want to cause Eden to happen. I invite you to consider investing in this project that we're doing to capture some of the ways this practice, Faery Seership in the House of Brigh, as one of many solutions based in indigenous wisdom in a contemporary world. It brings about integrative, restorative, and co-creative connection, personal healing, and a reclamation of the thread that we are in the fabric of life.
I started a Faery Seer apprenticeship with Orion Foxwood a little over 10 years ago. It had a profound effect on my life and gave me lots of structure and language for things I had just always inherently known. And that was one of the reasons when he had an open slot to start another apprenticeship group, I organized one for Southern California. I wanted to be able to spread his amazing eco-spiritual call to action to a much larger audience. This is really amazing work, and I believe that it's worth supporting so that we can spread his word and support his work to a much larger audience, which will then support Mother Nature, support the earth, who supports us. We don't have to worry about planet dying. We have to worry about her no longer sustaining our life form. So that's a reason that you need to contribute and support this work.
Hi, my name is Havilah Collins. I'm a Faery Seership student of Orion Foxwood. I'm so excited that he's releasing his next documentary. It's going to be amazing. He has such a wealth of knowledge and understanding, a depth beyond what anyone else I've ever met carries within him, and it's really important that his information gets out. His passion for the earth and for humanity is so clear in his speeches and his talks and his teachings and in everything that he does. So I'm so excited and grateful, and I cannot wait to see it.
Hello, I'm Renee Collins, and I just want to say a few words about my friend Orion Foxwood and his work that he's doing. You know, with the world at a tipping point, his teachings are so very important, because what he brings to the world from his traditions, from his various traditions, he's able to bring a lot of wisdom and counsel to a lot of answers to many of the questions that's plaguing humanity right now. Orion is an angel sent here to do goddess's work, and it's been my pleasure to work with Orion for about a couple of years now, doing a lot of spiritual work. He's incredibly insightful. He's wise and really well connected. I mean, connected spiritually and all the different levels. He's a master. I mean, there's no question about it. And so I just want to say, if you believe in supporting spiritual truths that's going to change and evolve humanity, support Orion Foxwood.
Faery Seership has made a huge impact in my life, in my ability to connect with my inner self, to connect with the spirits of the land, the energies of our planet and of our universe. It's made me more aware of the collective connection that I have with people, places, things, animals, spirits. I really feel that you should support this video because it'll give an insight about the great work that Faery Seership does in not only having people and allowing people to connect with their true selves, but also collect with that spiritual consciousness that is around the world. And so thank you for your support of this project.
I've known Orion, while we reconnected only about 4 years ago. I've actually known him since the mid-'80s when he was a youngin' and about
Back
25.
in the festival
yes,
days.
and when we reconnected, we found that in the ensuing years, a lot of our practice and praxis had grown in very similar ways. And what he was doing and presenting to the public, to the pagan public and the spiritual public, was very important, because he has a very good way of presenting what was once secret or esoteric or hidden material in a form that the normal people that are new can actually access.
Well, I think Orion brings a lot of different elements together. There's his personal background, which is quite magical and interesting. There's his history in the craft and, within his practice of working with the fairy world. So it's exciting that you're making a film, that people will be able to connect with him and understand all these different elements. And also really, I think much of his story also reflects the evolution of craft, magic, and the fairy traditions in the modern world.
Being in House of Brigh and learning Faery Seership has brought me a sense of community and a sense of family. It's very real, it's very factual, and it gives validity to the things that we know, and it reminds us of our roots. There's a lot of healing. The healing is wonderful, and I cannot say enough of how wonderful the camaraderie with the group and with the members of House of Brigh that I have felt. I think this is a fabulous organization, and I'm really looking forward to completing.
My experience in the last 7 years or so going through the Faery Seership material as an apprentice in the House of Brigh has been far more personal, actually, in my relationship with Orion Foxwood himself. This experience has allowed me to pull forward what's been sitting in my spirit, a part of my knowing, much of my life, but he's given word and given language and allowed me to deepen my connection to spirit beings that I actually came into this world with, that I was born with. It's helped me formulate and reweave my connection to spirit, and also helped me feel like I'm not so crazy, that there is something changing in this world, and there are others out there that are connecting and helping people to move themselves forward as a spiritual being as we traverse this experience of humanity. The reason that this work is so important is because this is connecting with folks, allowing people to then work with their communities and help to elevate consciousness as we begin to find that tipping point in universal consciousness as we move from this dark place of fear and into a divine place of hope. Thank you.
I've been studying with Orion for about 6 years now, and I can't even begin to describe what a miracle this work has been in my life, and being connected with Orion and Brigh. Every day I'm finding benefits of learning more about this path, and I find that the work and the information that I'm able to integrate in this work informs and uplifts all of the other work, all of the other areas of my life, my personal growth, my spiritual growth and empowerment. It has kind of deepened and filled in all the other areas of my spiritual practice as well. I could go on and on all night about the personal benefits that I've had, but what it comes down to is that what I've discovered through my own practice and seeing other fairy seers around me growing on this path and connecting it to what's happening on our planet right now, ecologically, socially, all of those kinds of things. This is the work that really provides the solution for the problems that we're having on our planet today. And it's also the work that really creates the full personal integration and the inner peace that's necessary to then take that peace out into the world. It heals us, makes us whole again. So I really encourage anybody who's interested in the health of the planet, the health of humanity, the health of the animals, all those kinds of things. This is something worth looking into, and I can guarantee you will find at least some aspect of this work that you can resonate with. And I think you will agree that the message and the tools that are provided in this path are so important to get out to the world, and that's why we're making this film. So I ask for your support in this so that we can build this project together and take it around the world. So thank you for supporting us.
So if this sounds interesting to you, if this sounds like a part of a solution, I'm hoping you'll be a part of our funding campaign, because what we're doing with Shaman Smith and the House of Brigh is to bring about a film that captures my message and what tapped me on my shoulder to become a part of a solution as an agent of change. We want a world that's healthy, and we want to bring Eden back, or maybe start it for the first time together. Thank you.